Good morning, everybody. Today is our first day of the sitting of this commission. Fortunately, as we are sitting today, we are properly constituted. The President has decided that the commission will consist only of 2 people. What we are going to do this morning, the first thing that is going to happen is the opening statements from the evidence leaders. The opening statements will be made by Advocate Abu Bakr SC and Ms. Ramakaga, Senior Attorney. We hope that that process will take us right up to 12 o'clock or 12:30, and from there we'll break for lunch. From 2 o'clock this afternoon right up to 4 o'clock, there will be a pre-trial conference involving the evidence leaders and the legal teams representing the witnesses and interested parties. Tomorrow, the proceedings will start at 10 o'clock. We're going to resume tomorrow with the leading of evidence, and the starting time tomorrow, it will be 9:30, and we'll take a tea break at 11 o'clock to 11:30, and the lunch break from 1 o'clock to 2, and we'll resume at 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. During the opening address, one of the evidence leaders will announce the names of the witnesses who will be testifying the first week, together with a brief statement of the issues each witness will be dealing with. Thereafter, on every Friday afternoon, before close of business, the names of the witnesses to be called during the following week will be announced with a statement of the issues that each will be addressing. This is to enable interested parties to decide when to attend the proceedings. The proceedings will be mechanically recorded by the Commission's personnel only, and no other mechanical or electronic recording will be allowed, save for those media houses that shall have been accredited to carry the live broadcast. The record of the proceedings will be transcribed overnight and will then be put onto the Commission's website, from where everybody can have access to them. I think I should also mention that as far as the recording is concerned, the Department of Defense will also be allowed to participate in that process. Copies of documents or bundles of documents to be used in evidence by a witness about to testify will be furnished ahead of the evidence to the following categories of people and/or entities. 1, those who have made submissions to the Commission and written statements to the evidence leaders and are earmarked to testify before the Commission. Only such documents as are relevant to the issues raised in their statements will be made available. 2, those who have not made written submissions to the Commission but have had consultations with the Commission's evidence leaders and their statements obtained and are earmarked to give evidence before the Commission. Thirdly, people and/or entities who are directly implicated in the evidence to be tendered by a witness who is not on the witness list. 4, people and/or entities not falling within any of the above categories. Come on. Let me repeat the third category of people who will be entitled to documents. It will be people and/or entities who are directly implicated in the evidence to be tendered by a witness who is on the witness list. 4, people and/or entities not falling within any of the above categories who can demonstrate that they have a meaningful positive contribution to make towards the work of the Commission and need the documents for that purpose may apply in writing to the chairperson for copies of such documents. 5, any party wishing to cross-examine a witness must, at the conclusion of the witness's evidence in chief, direct a request to do so to the chairperson. This may be done orally from the bar, or, in appropriate circumstances, it may take the form of a written application wherein the reasons for the request are briefly stated. The chairperson may, before deciding the request or application, hear oral submissions from the applicant and or his or her or its legal representative and the evidence leaders. 6, paragraph 3 above does not apply to classified documents, which will be dealt with differently. 7, evidence taken in camera shall not form part of the record to be put on the website. 8, during in-camera hearings, only people who demonstrate that it is necessary or desirable for him or her to be present at the said hearings will be allowed to attend in-camera hearings. 9, all the witnesses who testify before the Commission are the evidence leaders' witnesses, and therefore the evidence leaders will be entitled to object if any witness is asked during cross-examination unfair and or irrelevant questions. Lastly, please take note that these guidelines are not hard and fast rules of law and may be adjusted, amended, or altered as the circumstances may require. They must be read in conjunction with the regulations and directives issued by the chairperson on the 9th day of 2012. Before the evidence leaders start presenting their opening statements, I would like to make the following announcement. Apparently, there has been an allocation of different evidence leaders to different government departments. In other words, certain evidence leaders will lead evidence of various government departments. The evidence leaders who are going to lead the evidence of the Department of Witnesses from the Department of Defense are the following: Advocate Simi Lebala SC, Advocate Mosm Pacha SC, Advocate Tsepo Sibeko SC, Advocate Mihlapi Sello, Advocate Pumlani Ngobes, and Advocate Spusiso Zondi. And the Department of Trade and Industry witnesses evidence will be led by the following: Advocate Tayyip Abu Baker SC, Advocate Bello Skinner SC, and Advocate Carol Sabia. National Treasury, Advocate Mosm Pacha SC, Ms. Ramachacha, Senior Attorney, and Advocate Spusiso Zondi. And the evidence of the witnesses from AMSCO will be led by the following people: Advocate Similabala SC, Advocate Mosm Pacha SC, Advocate Tsepo Sibeko SC, Advocate Mihlapi Sello, Advocate Pumlani Ngobes, and Advocate Spusiso Zondi. I think there are a few announcements that I wanted to make before we start with the opening address by the evidence leaders.
News that moves. eNCA.com.